Hello, friend. This is Ryan Hicks of TalkToProfit.com. Today I want to talk to you about the one-word affirmation to manifest millions overnight. Now, notice the title. That's a question mark. Because there are people that act like all you do is have this one affirmation, even one word. And if you repeat that enough, you're in the right vibrational state, you'll manifest millions overnight. Well, the issue is that even if you're in the right vibrational state, if you've never even gotten anywhere close to $1 million, how is the person who hasn't manifested $50,000 in 1 month going to manifest $1 million or more overnight? They aren't in the right state of consciousness to do that. They could be in a good vibrational state, but there is a process to getting to that position. The farmer that sows one seed doesn't immediately have 1,000 seeds. They have to harvest, then sow more than one seed next time. And there's a process to that in the time-based reality we live in that gets you to that point. Now, the billionaire, what about them? Could they manifest $1 million or more overnight? Absolutely. That's within their consciousness to do. They're vibrating at that level already. Just vibrating good does not mean you're vibrating at the point of millions, because you're in a good vibrational state, and that's a good thing. You should be in that state. You should be feeling good and upbeat and high vibration, but that doesn't then guarantee millions of dollars, especially when you're not in the right mindset to receive it. Now, it could come to you. You could be having that flow to you, but you're not in the right vibrational state to receive it, because you're not in that state, that mindset, that consciousness of receiving that kind of abundance. You may be upbeat, you may be happy, but are you really believing that when you prayed, when you spoke those words of faith, that you received? Because that's the beginning and ending of manifestation. You believe that you received. When you prayed, you will receive whatsoever you say. That simple. But where the difficulty comes in is that people don't believe that they received when they prayed. They don't believe the words they say are coming to pass. That's why there's so many people talking about, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, and they can't manifest $50,000 in a month. And they never will at that rate, because they haven't even gotten in the consciousness of the $50,000 in a month, much less $1 million overnight. And listen, until you've been proven faithful in little, you can't be trusted with much. And this is something people don't want to hear. They want to hear manifest your millions overnight. One word affirmation and to manifest millions overnight. And yes, if you win the lottery, I guess you would. But the problem is, many people have won the lottery and had millions of dollars overnight, and they lose it all. And it just happens over and over and over and over and over again, because they're not in the right mindset, the right state of consciousness to receive that money. So it comes to them and it flows out like a river, and it's gone, and then more than they even received goes out with it. That's why so many file for bankruptcy or end up dead or drug addicted or some other disaster, because they weren't able to receive that kind of money. And trust me, it's one of the saddest things in life when you've been blessed with an abundance of money and yet are not able to enjoy it, because it just flows out because you don't have the right state of consciousness to receive it and to retain it and to have more abundance flow into your life. I know early on in my life, when I had tremendous abundance coming in, and yet I had tremendous abundance flowing out, I wasn't able to hold on to it because I wasn't in the right state of consciousness to receive it. It would come in and I could never get a grip on it. It would just go right back out. And that's what so many people find. Some people call it lifestyle creep, things like that, where people, as they get more and more money, they up their expenses and they get more and more. You don't want to live like somebody who is one of these people who's budgeting every dime and trying to live on a budget, so to speak. Not that budgets are wrong, but where they're sitting there and counting how many shreds of kale they ate today because they're trying to save a few pennies. That's not a way to live either. That micromanaging is not a receptive state to abundance either. That's a poverty mentality. But the thing is, you can't just say affirmations and magically be ready to receive millions of dollars unless you're constantly renewing your mind, doing the things of somebody who believes that they've received, acting as if you are the person who believes that they received. And that does not mean spending a bunch of money. But would you carry yourself differently? Would you behave differently? When you're sitting there cutting a coupon out to save 50 cents or $1, would you do that as a millionaire where your time has some value to it? Probably not. So you need to factor all that in. Is this the attitude, the mindset, the behavior of somebody who is receptive to multi-million dollars? Or is this the behavior of somebody who has a poverty mentality, who doesn't matter how much money comes through their hands, it's all going to go out, and they're going to be left with nothing as always? Now, I don't want to leave you without an affirmation. I'm going to tell you something that's a one-word affirmation. And no, I can't guarantee you're going to manifest millions overnight, because most people will never manifest millions because they'll never do the things that they need to do to get the millions of dollars. But when you're going into slumber, you're drifting off into sleep, you can just say wealth. You don't have to say I am wealthy. You don't have to say I'm rich. You can just say wealth or riches, goodness. Just repeat these words and lull yourself into sleep with these words of God's abundance, knowing that He flows wealth, riches, and opulence to you, that His abundance, the streams of abundance from God, are unlimited, and knowing that you are a person who is able to receive. You're willing to receive, and you're acting and behaving as if you've already received. You are that millionaire. Way before you ever get the millions of dollars, you are that millionaire now. If you only have $1 to your name, you are that millionaire now, because your mindset, your behavior, your attitude, your vibration is one of a millionaire. And so for you, it is a very simple thing for you to manifest millions, because you are in that vibrational state. Not just happy, not just a high vibrational state. You are that, but you're also vibrating the high vibrational state of a multimillionaire. There are people who have no money who are happy and blessed, so to speak, but they don't have wealth and riches, even though the scripture says that wealth and riches are in his house, talking about the righteous man, that his righteousness endures forever. That should be you. But you have to make sure that you are in the vibrational state by believing that you received when you prayed, because that person will receive whatsoever they say. My friend, I pray this is a blessing for you. May God bless you richly.